the expert. A question: we all know that dogs are man's best friend, but could they actually be best friends with your wallet too?
Yeah, besides adorable, pets can be pricey. Average dog owners spend $8,000 over the animal's lifetime. But have you ever considered how pets can actually save you money? Well, guess who's crunched the numbers? Tony Drake with WealthWisconsin.com. He has 5 ways owning a pet is a treat for your budget. And we're talking about dogs and cats here, or?
Yeah, typically, generally dogs and cats, pets in general. Obviously, there are some expenses, so I always have to bring up the budget word.
Right.
Make sure it's within budget, you know, food, toys, travel expenses if you're going to have to board them. And, you know, emergency expenses can be $3 to $4 grand, but some great ways so they can save us money and bring some great, you know, quality of life to our lives. And the first one is exercise. So dogs in particular, they need to go outside, take a walk. It's going to save you some money in your gym membership. 40
Meaning
50
you don't
bucks
have
a
to
month.
have one?
Exactly. About 2/3 of us that have one don't even use it. So great way to get out and get moving. A lot of medical studies today saying that animals are actually lowering our risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, cholesterol. So it's a great way to avoid some of those things obviously we don't want to deal with. And stay away from some of the mood boosters. You know, dogs, no matter what, you had a bad day, good day, you get home, animals are typically pretty excited to see you. So that can definitely cheer you up and bring some joy to your life. And home security is probably a fairly obvious one. You know, when it comes to burglars, you know, bark of a dog is typically enough to scare them away.
You got a little chihuahua there.
Well, maybe not.
They bite.
That's
They
true.
bite.
Very right at the ankles, right?
Yes.
So, no, but typically that barks enough to scare the burglars away, so it can save you some cost on that monthly burglary system, and you know, it can be a great way to save you some money there.
Talk about entertainment. How is a pet that I'm paying for going to save me in the budget department for entertainment?
Well, a lot of animals are fun. You can train them to do different things, spend some time training them, take them out to the dog parks, and it might save you some money going out to the movies, shopping, spending money in other areas that you maybe shouldn't if you want to stay within that budget.
But as you always talk about with a budget, I mean, pets should be put in the budget. I mean, you got to feed them. There are doctor's appointments and doctor things, and there is a cost to it.
Oh,
even
absolutely.
some are now, you can buy insurance for pets, can't you?
Yeah, there are some pet insurance options out there. Typically, it's a better deal if you decide to do that early on. Understand the limitations like any of the policies. Some of the plans are better than others, but you know, you mentioned some great expenses. So we got to make sure it's within the budget first, and then we can maybe, you know, examine some of the ways it's going to save us money.
But when things pop up, like you say, when you have to go to the vet, something, you know, God forbid, should happen to your animal, should you have a, I don't know, a pet fund? Or when you think about bringing a pet into your life, like how much is this really going to cost me? And should I have that emergency fund for when the pet?
Yeah, we really encourage folks to have about 3 to 6 months of expenses on hand. And if you have a pet, we need to have a line on them in the budget for that. So that way you have some cash on hand. You know, something comes up, you can do that without throwing it on a credit card for something maybe you can't afford.
Now, when I sent my son off to college, I did get a tax write-off. If I send the pooch off to like daycare or school, or
yeah, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, a lot of folks still putting animals in their estate plans nowadays. So, so that's something important. If you do have some pets, you want to think about that. We have some samples at our website, WealthWisconsin.com, on how to do that.
And if you love and care for pets, the reward is just going to be there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
absolutely.
priceless.
Yeah, I'm a pet owner myself, and it's a joy, that's for sure.
All right.
Thanks. If you have a question for our experts, email them at asktheexpert@today'stmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. We have the number right there for you.